So do any of you remember the Living Tombstone? If you were part of the FNAF, Brony, or Overwatch communities between the years of 2012 and 2017 and hadn't heard a song by them, you'd be lying. Actually, scratch that. You've heard a Living Tombstone song before. If you've been on the internet, you've heard one. I can also bet that you haven't heard one of their songs in years, aside from through memes or something. Well, I'm here to tell you that they're still pretty shit. They released a song a while ago as of writing, and it's really not that great. However, I think we can all look back on the heyday when everyone was jamming out to the Living Tombstone, so I wanted to take that trip down memory lane and give my absolute honest opinions on all of their songs. But first, I'm gonna set some quick ground rules. First off, I won't be reviewing any remixes. I know they have a lot of popular remixes and it's a big part of their brand, but I'm just gonna be reviewing purely their original works. Secondly, I won't be reviewing instrumentals, that just sort of makes sense. Thirdly, I will be counting songs that they made as soundtracks or, were made as commissions and whatnot. That'll give us an insight on their versatility as a musician. Lastly, about me saying I won't be reviewing remixes, that was a lie. I will be reviewing Discord because I don't care. I'm going in order of release. We have 32 songs to get through. Let's do this. Now, I've never watched a single episode of My Little Pony in my life, so I never had the nostalgia factor most people would have with this song. However, as far as Brony songs go, this song fucking slaps. It's got a stupidly catchy melody, and actually sounds pretty clean. Unlike most Living Tombstone songs that sound very crowded, I don't know. Solid song, 8 out of 10. I swear to fuck I'm not a Brony. This song's alright. Again, no nostalgia factor, so almost feels kind of incomplete in some places. Not bad, just rather underwhelming, kind of empty. Let's go 4 out of 10. You can tell he's still trying to find his sound in this song. I'll give him points for that, but it's not spectacular. 5 out of 10. Okay, I believe this is their first commissioned song, and it's alright. It's a nice, quick tune, so here's a nice, quick review. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, no one can stop me now.
I don't know, this one I'm a bit iffy about. It sounds almost satirical, but the fact that I can't figure out whether or not it is puts it down a bit. It's just meh, 5 out of 10. There's a lot of meh songs so far. Earthbound. This song actually has nothing to do with the game Earthbound, so it's actually going up a couple points for successfully clickbaiting about a couple thousand people. As for the song itself, it's pretty standard electro club beat, I don't know, but the production values went up, so I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. Honestly, it's a pretty nice tune. It's pretty similar to the previous one. Actually, it reminds me a lot of Tobu and all those no copyright sound songs. I'm putting it at 8 out of 10 because of the nostalgia. Thank you. Solid tune. And this is where it all began. The signature Living Tombstone song. Everyone knows this one. And you know what? Purely from an analytical standpoint, it holds up surprisingly well. I thought that after all these years it'd become stale, but it still slaps. My only complaint is that it started the trend of using those robotic voice filters, which I never really cared for, but I rather like the vocal effects in this song. It's classic. 9 out of 10. Yeah, this song was a pretty big meme for a while, but even so, I'm fairly certain the general consensus is this song is fantastic. 10 out of 10, come on. Alright, I'm gonna be real. This song is well overrated. I don't know why it has so many views. Okay, I'll give credit where credit's due. The instrumentation is really good, the tune is alright, but... And this becomes a big problem with the Living Tombstone later down the line, but I can't get past the lyrics. They're complete garbage, I'm sorry. 3 out of 10, you have no idea. Okay, it's pretty unremarkable. There's really nothing to talk about here, I just, don't really like it. I feel like these two specific red and blue mixes pretty accurately represent the two different sounds the Living Tombstone has. And it's similarly unremarkable, but I did enjoy it a little more than blue, so 5 out of 10. This song was the catalyst for a problem that I have with the Living Tombstone, and that's overloading the music. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sure there's a term for it. It feels very crowded in places. Okay, however, the song, it has a nice tune, yeah, and it sounds great when the sound is, broken down a bit, like in the chorus and instrumental sections of the song. 6 out of 10. It's alright. I feel like with the context of the show it was made for, it might be a little better. Fairly unremarkable, 5 out of 10. I'll get into this more later, but I've noticed a lot of Living Tombstone songs sound the same. However, kind of like that one breakdown after the chorus here. 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but I have a couple gripes. First of all, the tone of the singing doesn't match the tone of the song. The Living Tombstone needs to understand that a song that goes that hard right off the bat can't really have an effective beat drop. There's so much going on all the time. It just sort of becomes noise. That being said, the part where it does break everything down is pretty good. 4.5 out of 10. I do actually like how this is the only song that isn't about the lore or the story in the game, but instead the toxic community that I kind of appreciate. However, about what I said about the Living Tombstone songs all sounding the same, doesn't that chorus feel a little familiar? I won't say anything specifically, but instead I'll just show you this mix I made. Okay, now I can't unhear it. All the choruses sound the same. Oh, what the fuck? The lyrics remind me of the FNAF 3 song, and I don't like those lyrics. So it's getting a 3 out of 10. So have you heard of that house on the hill? To really turn things around, I really like this song, actually. I do like how they actually changed up their instrumentation and made a song that actually matches the tone of the game and isn't another boom-wah, boom-wah, boom-wah type beat. And I really like the vocals. I've always had a problem with vocals or the lyrics in other songs, but these are really nice actually. Being my favorite Living Tombstone song, I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. And look, another song that proves they have versatility. I know this was made for a game, and it kind of had to match the tone of it, but it proves that they can do it, and I really like this simple tune. 8 out of 10. And again, what the fuck? This is a much more effective Halloween song than Grim Grinning Ghost. And it's really nothing too over the top, and that's why I enjoy it. I have no gripes with the vocals and lyrics, because they're not even in English. It's nice and simple, and it's effective. 8 out of 10. This was a song I actually fucking jammed out to when I was a kid. They definitely went through this heavy phase of mixing up their sound, and I appreciate that. I guess when everyone sort of fell off of their music, that's when they broke the stereotype of all their songs sounding the same. I'll give this song a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. This song is weird. You really have to understand the creepypasta this is based on to get anything that's happening in this fucking song. So despite having a rather nice tune and good instrumentation, I can't get past the fucking lyrics. It's so dumb. And I know that was the intention, but I still can't get past it. It's like they tried to be funny, but they just weren't. You can't listen to this song without going, yeah, 2 out of 10. I don't know how to feel about this one. It's really odd. Fuck. The chorus doesn't match up with the rest of the song. I don't know. Everything is just kind of meh. Again, that seems to be a case with a lot of the red and blue ones, now that I think about it. They're all just sort of meh. It's pretty unremarkable. 5 out of 10. Similarly meh to the blue version. I might prefer the blue a little more actually, but this one doesn't have quite the same tonal shift. I have no idea honestly. Both of these are just, I just don't really care for. 5 out of 10. You don't have to catch them all in your little Pokeball. You don't have to be the best that no one ever was. What is this? This is a satire of some kind. I don't know, maybe I don't understand it. Why does this exist? Okay, this version makes just as little sense as the blue version, but it's a vaporwave song, which I fucking vibe with. Hell yeah. It's still a 4 out of 10 because it shouldn't exist. This song is odd. I actually like the bass line, but you see, I actually really like the bass line, damn. It's always the lyrics and the vocals with these songs. Jeez. It's not as bad as some others though. Maybe I'll like Red a little better, 6 out of 10. Right about now. Never mind. 3 out of 10. Not my style. I actually like the other one better now. I'm moving it to 7 out of 10. The first one. I can do that, right? Wait, no, this is my video. I don't care.
I had the blade.
You know, maybe we were maybe we were wrong. I don't know. It seems like there's plenty of proof that the Living Tombstone is very versatile in sound, but it's always the loud, exciting stuff that gets all the attention. If they try, they can make some really good music. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Some subtle and quiet songs that seem to shine brighter than all the rest, even if very little people know about it. It's beautiful. Never mind. Back at it again with the bad lyrics and over the top sound. Okay, you know what? This is the song that made me want to make this video. And the first time I heard it, I really didn't like it. But after listening to all of them, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I originally thought. I'm really torn on how to rate this one. I'm gonna give it a hunk out of 10, and I'll leave it at that. Bonus song!
Feel so much better than usual. I feel indisputable. Oh.
Holy fuck. This unironically sounds amazing. Like, bro, what the fuck? It's a single for an album they were releasing, and I'll be real, every problem I've had with the Living Tombstone, they get right here. The lyrics and vocals are killer. I love the fucking aggressive grunge kind of tone, like, oh, and the music videos is just... I had no interest in this album, actually. I was gonna leave this song out of the video. I planned on making this before that song even released. I wanted to capitalize on the, you know, the hype, but oh boy. I'm impressed. 10 out of 10. Okay, overall, I'll be honest, I was really expecting them to have gotten worse over time, considering how everyone sort of fell off of, you know, the Living Tombstone bandwagon. But, you know, not really. They had a couple weak points that seemed to drive a lot of the core fans away, yeah, but you can tell that they began to really experiment with their sounds and really try to make songs that are interesting. Everyone thought they're getting stale and just stopped listening to them. Some of their annoying tropes, like the ill-fitting vocals and whatnot, that always put me off. Along with the weak lyrics, they all improved so much over time. Okay, except Goose Goose Revolution. I still gotta warm up to that one. Well, for me, I got a couple new guilty pleasures. And that's that. Fuck. Someone's still gotta teach me how to do outros, my god.